Epic intro music.
Hello, Penny Wolves, Lycaon Pictus here, and we have Stellaris. And we are playing on the latest patch, version Wolfie, version 2.3.3. So I will not be updating the game from this point onwards unless it is save game compatible. And here is my faction, so I'm not sure if I want to use them or not. A quick shout out to Hunselman, because he is absolutely amazing. He actually used my custom faction in his Stellaris playthrough, which is now finished, but there's like 40 episodes or something, so you can head over there, check that out. Definitely subscribe to him, because he is an awesome dude. I'll leave that link in the description below. Imperium Lycaonum. Now, if I remember rightly, I can't even say, I haven't actually learned how to pronounce the capital yet, because it's the, Kuya, I'll have to look that up, because the name there is actually the capital of Roman Africa back in the day, so I thought that would be relevant. See, the reason why I picked this as Lycaon is because of the sort of patchwork. So let's just look at the species first. So they are rapid breeders. I did that because the African wild dog can typically have up to 21 pups in a litter, which is absolute madness. So I put rapid breeders for the plus 10% pop growth speed. They're very strong because, you know, they're predators, they work together. They've got army damage plus 40% and the worker basic resource output at plus 5%. The species reproduces at a very rapid rate, increasing population growth, and members of this species possess a strength that almost defies the laws of physics. Yeah, so they're very strong. I think it's a weird trait to have in Stellaris though, because everything's sort of space battle based, so it doesn't really matter if they're physically stronger, but it probably helps for the land invasions and stuff like that. But I've also got non-adaptive because they are endangered in real life, obviously, the species. Habitability minus 10%, but and of course, because they're dogs, I went with fleeting, so the leader lifespan is minus 10 years. The species does not adapt well to foreign environments, and time is fleeting for the species. What they lack in longevity, they will make up for in other ways, and they are very strong. So we got feudal empire. The government is a feudal autocracy where the monarch rules indirectly, granting offices and territories to vassals in exchange for obligations in the form of taxes and military service. I know it's a little bit dull to go feudal when that's how you play, you know, Crusader Kings and Europa Universalis generally, but it's just my sort of preferred, it's just what I like to do. We are imperial, so upon ruler death, a designated successor becomes the new ruler. Imperial governments are similar to dictatorial ones, except the throne is always inherited by a designated successor. So feudal society, it is a society organised in a feudal manner with a monarch whose rule relies on powerful vassals that govern their territories with considerable autonomy. But all subjects are allowed to expand into unclaimed systems, so it's better for us because of the expansion. So we're just gonna breed like rabbits or breed like African wild dogs. Aristocratic elite. The society has an entrenched nobility that occupies the upper echelons of society. We're authoritarian. We allow stratified economy living standards, we can enslave aliens, and we cannot use democratic government forms, and we don't want them. Empire modifier, so we have a plus 0.5 monthly influence, and the worker basic resource output of plus 5%. A strong guided hand is essential to the success of any civilization. The alternative would be anarchy and chaos. It is the duty of the state to steer its citizens toward the paths that are most productive. And we are also fanatic spiritualists. Not a popular one, but we definitely believe in the gods. Which gods? The Roman gods. But we can build temples, and we can't use full AI rights policy, and plus 20% monthly unity, which is really good because you always need unity, and minus 10% edict cost, which can come in handy too because we can do all sorts of things with that. So let's just round it up quickly. We've gone for huge, a 4-arm spiral, 30 empires, the absolute maximum. Only 2 advanced AI starts because I feel that's a bit silly to give them boosts. I've gone maximum fallen empires and marauder empires. Tech tradition costs can be the same. Habitable worlds and primitive civilizations at 2.5 times the normal rate, the crisis strength at 1.75 times the normal rate, and I put the mid-game and end-game start year to the maximum and the victory year off, so that we can go as long as we want, and the difficulty is on ensign, so that we and the AI do not get bonuses to each other, but of course there's always usually hidden bonuses that the AI get at certain points. I don't know what scaling difficulty is, so I don't know if I should put that on, so I'm going to leave it off. Aggressiveness on normal, empire placement on random, advanced neighbours on. So yep, that's what I'm going to do with the bottom options as well. Hyperlane density I'm going to leave. Abandoned gateways and wormhole pairs on 2.5. Guaranteed habitable worlds on 2. Caravaneers, yes. Iron Man, yes. Let's go. 20 minutes without playing. But this game is fantastic. It's one of my favourites. I haven't played it as much as the other Paradox titles, but I do love it. Try and reach my drink! Okay, so I'm googling the pronunciation. It's Arabic. It's basically the region of Roman Africa, which was like east of Tunisia. Maybe it's I think Carthage might have been the capital, actually. Because that's not helpful. Listen to that.
Africa.
Oh, Australia's helpful, isn't it? Because that's shit. So we'll be pronouncing it Ifriqiya now. If any of you speak Arabic, you can tell me how to pronounce that. Mubu. Maybe you. In the eon since the first primitive Lycaon pictus communities took shape on the great savannas of Ifriqiya, our civilization has spread and prospered. The early, chaotic periods of our history saw many nation-states vying with each other for power, until we were at last unified under the strongest of these. Only when guided by a single vision could we reach our full potential, and an era of stability and scientific progress followed. Now, after the discovery of the Hyperlane network, the finest minds of Imperium Lycaonum have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Let's have a look. That's pretty cool, look. It spawned us in with Caledonia, Olympia, Nova Arabia, Antiochia, Lycaea. That is awesome, actually. It seems to have given us all like Roman names, because Antioch's in Turkey and Olympia's in Greece, obviously, and so that is awesome how we got names like that. We're already mining the sun for energy too, so that's perfect. And then we have the science ship and the construction ship that we start with. Okay, we need more energy, so that will give us a +1 energy, and it's even similar to my name, so that is just perfect. But we're already mining Caledonia as well, the molten world, for energy, and then we've got the 2 research stations over here. So we want to basically just build the mining stations wherever we can. So let's head over to Lycaea first and build the mining station over there. The science ship, now we've got a leader. He's called Quintus Lucius. So now we can head out to the galaxy map and have a look at this madness. This is going to be fantastic to explore, and I am so happy that we are right on the edge, because that is my favourite start location. I hate being in the middle surrounded by enemies. We can carve out a little corner here and it's perfect. So we shall survey that unknown system there and just see what happens. And you can rename them as well if you want, so I can even name my people after, you know, fellow content creators or viewers. If you'd like to see me name something after you, just leave a comment below and let me know what you'd like to see. That would be brilliant. So we have planetary administration, we've got research labs, alloy foundries and civilian industries, giving us artisan, metallurgist and research jobs. It turns consumer goods into research points, minerals into alloys, and minerals into consumer goods. So we have to make sure we have the correct amount of each of the resources at the top here, from energy, minerals, food, consumer good, alloys. So basically you've got a city district for the residents, you've got the generator district, the mining district and the agricultural district. So if you want to produce more minerals, you want to produce more food, or you want to produce more energy, or you need more people, that's what you do. So it doesn't look like we can actually look at it how we used to, but this shows us the whole planet production anyway. I just need to have a quick look so that we can have a planet size of 16, so we can have 16 districts. There, okay, there. Click to show the planetary features. So that means, okay, so we got fertile lands, black soil, bountiful plains, submerged oil veins, prosperous mesa, mineral fields, geothermal vents, steering desert arid highlands, and the slums to them. Okay. Again, we're 45 minutes in without starting, which is horrendous. Research. For Volsius Ocius, the physics research. So we can go for quantum theory, which increases physical research plus 20%. So that's probably the best start. Just faster 20% faster research has just got to be better. We don't need the improved deflectors yet. Let's just start with quantum theory. We need that. Lucius in the society research. Yeah, let's just bioversity studies for engineering. I'm going to go with the exoskeletons for the plus 5% army damage, because I guess that is, I'm guessing it's not just land troops, it's fleets as well. This is the quickest, and it would unlock the robotic path too. So we're going to go for the powered exoskeletons there, and then we're just going to hit advanced time. So we don't want, I'm not going to go fastest just yet, we'll go fast. We got resourceful, achievement unlocked. We've got a new heir already. Crown Princess Foster Rebellus. And we'll take the throne when our current ruler dies. Okay, so we didn't actually look at our ruler traits. So we went for his name, Gaius Cananius Rebellus. And the ruler traits, he's a space miner and he's an investor. So trade value and the mining station output and build costs are better. The Crown Princess, however, home in the sky, starbase module cost and upgrade cost is cheaper, but that's not the most useful. Starbase upgrade cost and a defense platform build cost, so she is just all about the starbase, all about them starbases. But he's already 38, she is 21, so yeah, let's go. I might play on fastest because we're going to probably pause a reasonable amount. And meanwhile, our science ship is surveying the next system, which seems to be called Grakil.
Construction complete.
Okay, that is loud. Okay, so we'll pause it then. We select the the construction ship rather than the mining station, and then we move him on to the next job, which will be mining Antiochia. Because then, by mining Lycria, we then gain an extra 2.2 energy credits a month, but each thing costs like a 1 upkeep, so it's like a plus 1.2, I guess. So you need to keep getting the energy credits up, because otherwise you'll be making no energy credits, and then you can't get the rest of the stuff.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we've completed that, and it's easier to zoom out, look, because you can see that there's only research stations left now. So we'll just head over and do this one because it's on the way. Select the construction ship and build the research station at Scipium. So we've got the research station, the engineering research station over Scipium, or Silpium, and now we're building over Nova Serica. But this one is society research rather than engineering. So after we've done that, we don't need the construction ship in this system, so we can already move him to Grakil to start building the outpost. Okay, so we've already charted that one. There isn't much in this entire world, look. There's nothing we can colonise. I don't want to... There's a pulsar. Should we have a quick look? Pulsars are highly magnetised neutron stars that emit beams of electromagnetic radiation. As the star rotates, the radiation beam is only visible when it is pointing directly at the observer. This results in a very precise interval of pulses, which sometimes is so exact that it can be used to measure the passage of time with extreme accuracy. And there's resources so we can even mine it. But yeah, there's not much interesting here. You've got trade value, so we could collect that trade value. The first event, mass extinction. Our first stumbling steps into the void beyond Ifrilkia were not motivated solely by curiosity or a desire to conquer the unknown, or a need to leave our mark on the galaxy. The biosphere of Ifrilkia has undergone rapid changes in the past few centuries, and prominent scientists warn that if Ifrilkia may be faced with the beginnings of a mass extinction event. That cyclical purging of life that is inseparable from planetary existence in the greater cosmos. A research plan has been put together to study a number of planets rendered uninhabitable by major astronomical incidents or planet-bound catastrophes. We hope that reconstructing these events, a similar fate could be avoided for Lycaon and for the Lycaon Pictus race. It falls to you as Emperor of Imperium Lycaonum to ensure that the expedition is carried out. For a Lycaonian future.
Situation log updated.
So we are trying to save our species. Okay, so we'll send a construction ship over here. So we could build a star-based outpost, so we need... I think that is influence as well, yeah. So we need influence and allies, okay. Yeah, let's just build that straight away. Wait, yeah, we want to check the situation log now, don't we? So, mass extinctions reconstructed. So we have to avoid a potential apocalypse on Lycaon, we must study the effects that major calamities have had on other planets. So if we hit track all on the map and wait for that to load, we can see where it is. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 there. We've got habitable planets there. Oh, one of them's a savannah world, so we shall be colonising Banfelgaum. Let's call it Banfelgaum. Then you got Banfelgaum 2. There might even be more than that. So even if we can't colonise the Tundra world, let's hope that there's like a primitive society on the Tundra world. That would be very useful. Then I want to survey. I'll go here and then along this way because that's where we've got to reach. So once we build the outpost here, we then expand our faction. The discovery of alien life. This is what we want. The Canid Isidore has made a startling find on Banfelgaum. The planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we have encountered life forms that did not originate on Lycaon. This amazing discovery has silenced those who believed that we were alone in the universe, although none of the alien creatures found on Banfelgaum are sapient. It is likely that only a matter of time before we encounter beings that are. We may not be alone out there. So, fantastic. Gained a load of research points as well. And look. Habitable. It's a small one though. You can see it's a size 12. And even though the Tundra world is massive, we won't be able to inhabit that one because it just doesn't suit our species. So that one will probably go red. Simple forms of life. The Imperium Lycaonian is abuzz with news of the alien organism discovered some time ago. Lycaonian theologians have been partaking in arcane rites. So we'll see what we can do there. There's probably an anomaly or something for us to research.
Complete.
So now you can see we've got the outpost, so that increases our territory size. So let's have a look over here. I want to always prioritize. Oh, okay, so we get the +3 trade value anyway, I think, because it's in range of our other one. So anyway, we'll build the mining station here. We could build another district now, I reckon. Let's go for an extra generator for now. That's always useful. So we're building something on the home planet, which is good.
Anomaly found.
Anomaly found. Okay. What I think I'll do is I'll leave it be until I've researched the whole system. Leave be for now. We'll just research the rest of the system. And now we can pick a tradition, so we'll spend 5 minutes looking at this. Federation could be good. Yeah, open markets, Federation. Okay, so diplomacy's still an option. I want to play it a little bit different to how I would normally play it as well. I'd rather work on making it like a little tight powerhouse rather than just overstretching and not being able to protect it. For now anyway, obviously we'll probably come back at some point because of the extension perks. But I mean straight away, and we probably won't go for open markets and diplomacy for the first one because we've got no one open diplomacy with, simply. So what's the finisher effect for this one? The war doctrines. Yeah, that'd be good. Colonial viceroys, very useful. Food and stability. I think I'll lean away from that one for now. Prosperity is mining output. So prosperity might be my first one, I think. After much delivery. So let's go straight for the prosperity tradition.
Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and remember you can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram